Alrighty then. Successful Indie Author 5 Minute Focus Episode 1051 Managing Stress. There you go. You see how Stanley's managing it? He's out cold. All right. Managing stress. Know your pain points, and they'll be obvious because you'll be in pain. This week has been incredibly hard on a lot of people, and they see no way out. It's a dark abyss that they've been flung into, and life is really, really hard. Do you need to vent? Vent to friends, not in front of the whole world. The unfriend me now thing is, you would be surprised at how the people are out there, how they view people, and flailing and wailing isn't really going to get you what you want. What you want is to be pain free. What you can do, look at Harper Lee. Why do you think she wrote To Kill a Mockingbird? Why do you think George Orwell wrote 1984? These people wrote incredibly influential books, and they weren't up on a podium screaming and yelling and calling names and playing a game of gotcha with every little word that's said and trying to influence things that way. Short term. That's a short-term look. The long-term look is your right to kill a mockingbird. You write 1984. You influence long-term policy. If you want change, this is how you get change. If you're a writer, you write. Funnel your energy into hobbies to take your mind off your pain points, or write that book. Write that book that can change people's minds. One that isn't lecturing, but one that influences, that changes people's minds about things. What is the most significant things in your life that you want to see changed? Go after them one at a time. Put them into books. Write a great book. Put it into all the readers' hands. And this is where screaming and wailing and flailing and unfriend me now isn't going to do you a service, because you're not changing the minds of the people you want to change. Write that book, get it into their hands, and let them see the world through different eyes. This is how you manage the stress of this week. And what I learned back after I retired from the Marine Corps, you put up with a lot of stress in the Marine Corps, but the Marines kind of train you to deal with that, because guess what? We're going on a 3-mile run, but I feel bad about, shut up. We're going on a 3-mile run. Put on your pack too. Make it painful. Okay. That it changes the dynamic. But out in the private sector, stress can take all different kinds of things. And the worst job I ever had in my life was pure stress. There was no way to win. Everybody hated the job. They all hated me. It was incredibly, phenomenally painful. I worked 365 days a year. Nobody cares about any of that. That was, I bore all that myself. And that my heart issues trace right back to that. I was fine when I left the Marine Corps, but after those 3 years, guess what? I wasn't fine. My heart was having big problems. Stress will kill you if you let it. Stress by itself is the worst thing you can do to your body. I mean, yeah, we eat a lot of poisons. We eat too much sugar, all that bad stuff, but stress is the worst thing. And if you're feeling stressed right now, you've got to find a productive release. You've got to find a way to reduce your levels, take your blood pressure down. Hobbies. A lot of us, I pretty much have no hobbies left because my body won't let me do my physical hobbies, playing golf. I fear that I've played my last round of golf, but I write. So if I have an issue, I write it into a short story, write it into long form, write it into an influential kind of diatribe that's not lecturing, but takes a point, and I try to make it in a good way. This is how you deal with your stress now in a way that has a long-term benefit that benefits everybody. Write that novel, write To Kill a Mockingbird, but write it in 2025 version. What needs to be said in a way that will change people's opinions, give them a different viewpoint. That's what writers do. So deal with your stress in a healthy way that will help you now and will help the world long term. Peace, fellow humans.